Good day. So today we will be presenting the 100% progress of our game. The title of our game is Descent Treasury. Descent Treasury is a survival exploration game set inside a dangerous cave. The player takes the role of a determined young explorer who enters the deep underground to follow the path and legacy of her father, a cave explorer. The main objective is to navigate through each cave level, find hidden treasures, and manage a limited oxygen supply to stay alive. As the player progresses, the environment becomes more challenging, requiring careful exploration and smart use of oxygen and batteries to survive and successfully escape.
Our game settings. The game takes place inside a dark underground cave made of walls and bricks. The cave looks old, abandoned, and mysterious. There are also skeletons like designing inside the cave, but they're only decoration and not enemies. The environment is dangerous. There's a lava that can reduce the player's oxygen and battery. There are also TNT explosions that can quickly damage the player. The player must avoid this obstacle to survive. The story happens in the present time. The main character is an explorer inspired by their father, who was also a cave explorer. The player can choose if the explorer is male or female. The mood of our game is adventurous, intense, and challenging. As the levels increase, the cave becomes harder, with more obstacles and hidden keys. The settings focus on survival, strategy, puzzle solving, and adventurous inside a dangerous cave environment.
This is our main menu. As you can see, we have the play the game, settings, leaderboard, and exit. First, click the settings. When you go settings, you will see the music volume. You can lower the volume if the music is too loud. You can also adjust it depending on what you like. In the settings, you can turn on full screen mode. You can make your screen bigger or smaller. This helps the user feel more comfortable while using the game. Okay. And the second one is the leaderboard. In this section panel, you can see who play and their score in this game. And exit. If you click exit the game, if you click this, you will exit the game. And the most important is the play the game. Oh, by the way, I explain our background. So, this is our main menu background. The cave in the middle show the descent, which is the start of the player's journey. We use a jungle theme to show the treasure is hidden and hard to find. It set a mysterious and adventurous mood for our game. So, this is our main menu background. And after that, I will explain the play the game. So, you have entered your name and start.
and see the story of the game. This is the story is about a character who was inspired by their father, a cave explorer. Growing up, the character watched their father prepare for expedition, study maps for exhibitions. The character was amazed by underground world and dreamed to discover caves and no one had ever seen before. Because of the inspiration, the character wanted to follow in their father's footsteps. Their father taught them important survival skills such as how to explore rock formation, move safely in the dark, and survival underground. These stories serve as the motivation for the character to begin their adventure.
Now we are being introduced to the character selection panel of the game. So just a little bit of an explanation for the background. So our background is a campfire or a camping situation where in continuance of the monologue, the player before exploring the cave are preparing. So now we are preparing the character for playing the game. So in the character selection panel, the player can either choose a female or a male character of their choice. So in the game, the player can either play as a female if he wants to play a female and a male if he wants to play a male. So there are two buttons here indicating a female and male button. After the player had decided to choose what character to play, they can simply click that button and then they would be transported to the level selection panel. In the level selection panel, the players are introduced to the levels of the game. So each level are differentiated by its difficulty level from easy to hard. So the player are mandatory to start at level one, but if they decided to choose to skip a level from level two, there would be a pop-up sign or a pop-up text that would tell the player that they cannot or they are not able to play or skip a level because they need to finish the previous level first. So as you can see, we are gonna click level one as I've clicked the level, we are now transported to the game, and as I pick a female character, my character in the game has a pink backpack indicating that he is a female. Going back, if the player ever chooses to play a different character, they can simply just play or go back and click the male character, then start from level 1 again. Then, as you can see, my character now, after choosing a male character, the player's character is now wearing a blue backpack. So, this part, we are introduced to the selection level, explaining the background of this. This is the main entrance of which cave the player would be entering. So, this is where the character would be transported before he enters the game.
Now we are proceeding to level 1. As you can see, we are in our cave. We also have this asset of walls and the ground where we are standing right here. We also have here some lava that we bought from Verses and also the obstacles which is this and some TNTs. Also, this one we also need to find the key. So this asset is also from Verses that we bought. So in this level 1, we need to pick up the one key and we need to find our the treasure chest. And also we also have here the stone as obstacles. So here we already found the chest. So here the treasure chest is also asset that we bought from Brushes and the torch also. So
we got the key, and then if we go here, the oxygen will pop up. So this asset also came from Versus that we bought. So now we need to find the exit. There. So this asset also from Versus. There we go. So now we are proceeding to level 2. We also have this asset that has a bone structures and etc. that we bought from Versus also. So here in level 2 we need to find the 2 key. Where's it? So this key, if you see that it's a plain yellow, it's for the chest. So we need to get it. And, and also as you can see, our oxygen level goes down same as the health level. So and then this key is for the door or the cave that we need to proceed to the next level. Is it red? It's color red as you can see. So we just need to find the treasure chest. Okay. So here we need the treasure chest because we are also dying. Then now we need to find the exit. Okay. Now we're proceeding to level 3. You can see it goes difficult as you escape your levels. Also we have here the asset of train or the mine cart. And now we are going to find the key for the exit. I think it's over here. So in this challenge, it's more difficult than level 1 and level 2. Because if you step into this lava, you're gonna die immediately and fastly. Not like not like the level 2 and level 1. As you can see, there I died immediately. And also it's the same damage level to the TNT that we have here as an obstacle. We just need to get the key so we can escape and proceed to level 4. Oh, there.
Once you enter the level, you will see our game interface designed for the player's convenience. Here is how it works. At the top of our screen, this one, there is a timer. It is start as soon as you begin to the level to track how fast you can finish the game. This time will be used for our leaderboard later. And on the side, we have the pause button. When you click it, the game stops and the icon changes from pause symbol to play symbol. You will see two options here. First is resume to go back to the game and quit to go back to the main menu. And if the player dies or run out of oxygen, this you die screen will appear. This one. And we have three buttons here. The respawn to try the level again. And we have back to level selection to choose another stage. And last is the view leaderboard to see the best scores.
So, this is the explanation to the um, view leaderboard. So, as I mentioned earlier, we inserted our name as Rose on the beginning of the game, and now as we played, after playing, we are set to the leaderboard as track number 4, Rose, and the level that we lasted, and the time that it took us to finish it. So now, after the player finishes all the levels, um, her character or her or his character will then be transported back to our storyline, the continuation of our storyline. In this storyline, we would see how the player's character reunites with his father and tells him the story of what he had been exploring through the caves. He will then tell his father. This is where we would see her experiences or what he have gone through during those times in her adventures in the cave. Then it will then tell us uh, that the father and daughter bonding, or a daughter or father bonding, of being an inspiration to us, or how the character or the player's character meant his father to him so much.
After the player complete all the levels, a dialogue will appear on the screen saying, "Congratulations, you finished all levels." This message shows that the player successfully finished the game. It means they complete every channel and reach the final part of the adventure. You will see a trophy on the screen. The trophy symbolizes success and achievement. It represents the hard work and effort of the player in the finish the game. Below the message, there's a main menu. Here, main menu button. When the player clicks this button and return to the main menu from there, they can choose to play again or explore other options. And that is the end of our game. Thank you.
To move your character, you can use the arrow keys or the WASD keys on your keyboard. And aside from the exit keys, you can also find special treasure keys to unlock chests scattered around the map. This keys, and opening a treasure box to rewards you with an oxygen tank, which trigger the refer sources function to replenish both your oxygen and battery levels at the same time. As you explore the as you explore, your resources constantly drop, especially when you are walking or hitting hazards. Your flashlights also relies on these resources. It will start to flicker and dim if your oxygen or battery gets too low, making it harder to see the way out. To win, you need to reach this finish line as fast as possible to get a high rank on the leaderboard.
For our game Decent Treasury, we use Godot Game Engine as our development platform. Godot is an open source and free game engine that is widely used for creating 2D and 3D games. We chose Godot because it is a beginner-friendly, lightweight, and perfect for developing 2D pixel art style like games like ours. So we chose Godot because it's best for 2D games, and our game uses 16-bit pixel art characters, style sets, and UI elements. Godot has a strong built-in 2D engine, and that makes it easy to manage sprites, tile maps, animations, and lighting effects like our flashlight system. So in our scene system, Godot uses node and scene system. This is this help us organize our game into different parts such as main menu, character selection, level selection, gameplay scene, and monologue scene. So each part of our game is structured clearly, making development more organized. We also use GDScript I'll show you here. So Godot uses its own programming language called GDScript, which is this one. It is simple and similar to Python, which made it easier for us to use. So we also added here control character movement, create oxygen and battery system, add obstacles like TNT and spike, and manage level progression. We also have here tile map system. Since our game includes ground tiles, walls, lava, mine trucks, and skeleton team tiles, Godot tile map feature help us design level efficiently and place hazards easily. I'll show it here in level 1. So we also use UI tools. So since we using Godot, Godot also provides built-in UI nodes that help us create oxygen bar, battery bar, flashlight indicator, menu button. So we also made these assets and etc. So Godot is free to use, so which is free and open source, which makes it ideal for student projects like us, and there are no licensing fees, and it supports non-commercial projects. So overall, that I said, using Godot help us successfully develop our game as a 2D survival adventure, and it allows us to implement character movements, survival mechanics, obstacles, and UI systems smoothly. Its organized structure and beginner-friendly tools that made our development process more efficiently and manageable.